Hi, you all. Well, we have a math test next Tuesday. Yes, it was supposed to be Monday, but this Friday was just a wild and crazy ride. We had quite a lot of things to do, so we are going to postpone that test one more day to make sure the kids feel really ready. But I was talking to some adults after school today, and I thought maybe it would be helpful for me to make a video about some of the strategies we've been using to do multiplication and division. So I'm going to show you a couple of those. In this video, I'll do a multiplication example, and then I'll show you a division example on the other video. So we have only done one strategy for double-digit multiplication, and it's very different than the way most of us adults learned it when we were kids. In fourth grade, we don't do the algorithm usually for double-digit multiplication because we want to help build the conceptual understanding so that the kids could even possibly do these problems in their head. If you have taught your kid the standard algorithm, meaning vertical multiplication, that's a-okay. I do want them to be familiar with the strategy because it is going to come up a lot. The area model is something very Common Core friendly. So I'd like to show that to you today. So again, we call this the area model, and you will see why in just a moment. We're going to do the problem today, 26 times 32. We like to break things into friendly numbers, especially if we want to be able to solve these problems in our heads. So I'm going to break 26 into 20 and 6, and 32 into 30 and 2. And I'm going to create a model of this using a rectangle and using my knowledge of length times width to help me solve this multiplication problem. I'm going to take my longer side, 32, which I've broken into 30 and 2, and label those and draw a line in between. And then along my width, I've got 20 and 6. And I'll draw a line there too. Just to make this easier for kids, it can be helpful to label both sides of the rectangles. So I know I have 32 on top. I will on the bottom as well. I know I have 26 on the left, so I'll have it on the right as well. All right. Solving for one part of this at a time. We could also call this the partial product strategy because we are solving one place value at a time. So in our upper left-hand corner, you can see that we're working with our tens. In this case, we have 20 times 30. I'm going to solve this part first. 20 times 30, 30 times 20, doesn't matter which one we do first. And the kids should be able to do this in their heads by now, knowing that 3 times 2 is 6. We've got 2 zeros to work with. All right, let's add another color. Solving here for this orange portion. I see my width is 2, my length is 20. 20 times 2 is 40. Once more, oops. Solving for this green portion over here. We have 30 times 6. Well, 6 times 3 is 18. Add my 0. That'll give me 180. And finally, the smallest one here in the corner are ones. 6 times 2 equals 12. Now to find my area, total area, I'm just going to add up each of those smaller products. So 600 plus 180 plus 40 plus 12. I have 2 in my ones place. 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Carry that 100. 1 plus 6 plus 1 is 8. So my final area or product is 832. So again, we call this the area model. It is different than most of us learned it. The kids don't need to use it. However, I do want them to have some basic understanding of it because I do think it appears a lot throughout Common Core math.